ATL.GA faithful, my people. I'm the Douglas Carter, back on the scene doing my thing, and I just want to say I appreciate you and the work that you do. Atlanta Falcons get the dub over the Aints. Thank you very much to all the players on the Atlanta Falcons squad and all the real Atlanta Falcon fans. Let's soak this in for a second. We're going to talk about the game. I'm going to take y'all through how I kind of watched the game and what stood out to me. We're in first place. If y'all caught some of my earlier videos, y'all know how the scenarios could play out. You know, what I think could happen, what I would like to happen. You know I want to run the table and make some noise, even if that means Arthur Smith has to stay. I just want to win. I definitely want to beat the Aints. So the sorriest coach award in the NFC South division, sorry, Big Q, and to the Aints nation, nothing personal, but it goes to Dennis Allen. Somehow, Arthur Smith, possibly, maybe, called a better game than Dennis Allen. I'm not going to give Arthur Smith his flowers. I was listening to Tidy, ABG, y'all know, and I checked in with Uncle Steve's Lounge. You know I'm going to listen to Smitty Sports Machine. Shout out to A1 Forever. Shout out to Wolf. Checked his live the other day. You know what I'm saying? After he had did it. And I like his little remix where it's just like, this rivalry is like no other. I hate the Aints. You know what I'm saying? They're like that irritating relative you invite to the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? I hate the Aints. Now, game one. Okay, we tied the series back up. Last game of the season will be against the Aints. We'll see how that goes. Atlanta Falcons, can you go up to the Jets? Can you go up to New York or New Jersey or wherever they are and beat them with their third-string quarterback? I know they got a good defense, but if Arthur Smith doesn't get too cute and we pound the ball, so I'm not going to give Arthur Smith flowers. You know, Tidy gave him some flowers. I'm going to give him maybe just one flower or like a half a flower or maybe like a petal of a flower because he actually kind of used our running backs correctly. The main reason he gets a little something is because he used CP, my dog, been in there, busting heads. And I'll tell you, the Aints messed up when they had one of them grab CP's legs and the other grab his torso and his upper body and slam him, and CP got up and was like, oh, we're going to do it like that. And there's no flag. We're going to do it like that after he done already bulldozed their squad, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, yeah, we're probably going to win this game as long as Coach AS don't, you know, mess it up. And we were victorious, and it feels good. And we got to embrace it and relish it, you know what I'm saying? Because who knows how long it will last with our squad. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Can we string some wins together? We haven't done it this season yet. Besides the first two games, we need to. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get hot and you can get rolling. Just like Jesse Bates said, Jesse Bates the third. Everybody's going to give this man a shout out because he's been the reason for a lot of our victories with the big plays, man, the key plays. Pick six. If the Aints would have scored there and they were right down there to score, it would have been sick. But what does he do? He picks it. Not only does he pick it, he takes it like 92 yards to the house, gives the piece, a little salute to Dion, a little high step. He said he threw the bomb. I didn't see the bomb where all the players fell. But he said he did it, so I believe him. That was a changing point in the game right there. And then when he punched the ball out of Taysom Hill, I watched the replay a couple times, man. That was a thing of beauty. That was art, emotion. You know how they did Bijan's thing where he caught it behind his back or where he made all the Green Bay Packers miss and it's like art in motion? that punch out was our emotion, because he like wrapped around that dude and somehow just, punched it perfect, got it out. We got it. That was another changing point in the game. Okay. Shout out to David Onyemata. He knocked the ball out of Carr's hand. And shout out to Dennis Allen. Thank you for playing Derek Carr, because I was on cue. I checked on the aints, see what they was talking about, see how they was feeling before this game. And I was saying, man, they would have a better chance to beat us if they started Jameis Winston, because Derek Carr, I think he's still hurt. That's what they were saying. He's not all the way healthy. And, he made some good passes, but in the end, he just ain't that guy. And some of their play calling to make it down to the red zone. And it is some of our defense. You know what I'm saying? We bend, but we didn't break. And shout out to the defense for holding our ground. You know what I'm saying? And just give up field goals. They ain't scored a touchdown. That's a beautiful thing to say. The Aints came to the real Mercedes-Benz Stadium and didn't even score a touchdown. They took that L. So, like I was saying, feels good to be on top, even if it's just for a second. Hopefully it'll be for the rest of the season, and we'll just sweep the division. We're 3-0 in the division. So that's good. That's a good thing. That's the positive note. Okay? So, one thing I didn't like, though, about Arthur Smith's game calling, I don't really mind him going for it on fourth down. Yeah, I would have liked to maybe take the points or punt, but if we get it and we go down there and score, then it's all good. And, if it's within 3 yards, just call a better play. That's the thing. Just call a better play. Okay? Then the first interception Ritter threw in the end zone, that could have been a backbreaker right there. And that really upset me, because you're going into the half, you get the ball coming out of the half. If you could score and double up, then you really put your foot on the Aints' throat. So, first of all, we got down there by running the rock. So that was good, Arthur Smith. Good job running the rock, using CP and using Bijan, but not like overloading one back with too many carries, and switching it up a little bit, mixing the play calls a little bit with the runs, and not just doing the same run over and over. So you did good there. We get down there, and then you wanted to call the pass play. So that was the first mistake. The first mistake on the interception goes to you, Arthur Smith, trying to be too cute again. Run it with CP, run it with Bijan, run it with Algier. You could even fake it to him and run it with Ritter. We've scored on that a couple times. Don't pass it right there. It's too congested. So first mistake is the play call. Second mistake, Bijan Robinson, he is good in space. He can catch the ball. He's not quite a wide receiver. So what happened was, when I watched the replay, Ritter's expecting him to run that slant and finish it. Bijan kind of tails off and fades back, and maybe he's trying to sit down, you know what I'm saying, or slow down because it's congested. Ritter throws it where he thinks the running back's going to be, because that's what you have to do as a quarterback. You have to lead your wide receiver. If your wide receiver stops, slows down, or takes a step in the wrong direction, the pass ain't going to get there. It's not going to go to him. So that was the second mistake. Bijan not really being a technician in his route running or exact, and there was another player in the area. So the play design and the route by Bijan, that was the second mistake. Third mistake does go to Mr. Desmond Ritter, because you got to know, man, hey, it's too congested. We need these points. If we don't get a touchdown, let's at least get a field goal, waste some more clock. You know what I'm saying? So maybe throw that away or tuck it and run and try to make a play. Don't try to force it. He tried to, he thought he had it. So 3 mistakes. Majority goes to the coach because it was a bad play call. Second goes to Bijan because it was a bad route. And third goes to Ritter because you got to know better, okay? So that was the other thing that, Arthur Smith still, just baffles me sometimes on what he's doing. But I will say I like the way we used CP, gave us some energy. Bijan had a really good game, man. He was making some nice runs. Nice runs, nice cuts, crisp, getting upfield. Beautiful catch, and that was a beautiful pass by Desmond Ridder with the blitz coming. Yeah, he threw it off his back foot, but he dropped the dime right where it was supposed to be. You know, he knew he could get away with that because he saw there was nobody over top, and Bijan was on the linebacker, and that's a done deal. So perfect execution on that play, and that was actually a good play call too, by design. So, and that was kind of the straw, you know what I'm saying, that broke the camel's back, if that's what you want to say. Yeah, it was a good game. So this is how, you know, I went through it while I was watching it, because it's kind of awkward for me. I had to go to work today. So I was getting ready to go to work. My son, he like popped the game on his phone. And he's like, telling me, I'm like, whoa. You can't watch the game unless I'm watching the game. You know what I'm saying? Because I was still busy doing work around the house and stuff like that. So he's like, oh. And I was like, okay, go ahead and turn it on and watch it. So then I start shaving, you know what I'm saying, get ready for work. I got the game on, and I'm like, man, what is going on? The aints are just driving down the field, and then Jesse Bates, pick six. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's my dog. So we got that. That changed momentum. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the game here and there. I go to work. I'm trying to watch it on my phone a little bit, and, you know, I see some things going good. But I see the aints, you know, kind of starting to get some momentum, and then it's going back and forth. But the physicality, shout out to DeMarco Hellams. Okay, so you made a big hit. He's stuck, buddy. And you can, like, flex one time, but you can't flex and keep talking. So he got flagged. So don't do that. Just flex one time, you know, to learn from CP. Because CP, he'll truck you, and he'll tell you real quick, he trucked you, but then he keeps it moving because he ain't going to get a flag and hurt the team. So let's learn from that. Also, shout out to Matthew Bergeron, stepping up, making a big block, freeing Bijan for the touchdown. You know, we already gave a shout out to Bijan. Algier came in, closed the game out. Shout out to Algier. You know, CP, we gave him his shout outs. AJ Terrell, you know what I'm saying? We're not trying to injure any players or nothing like that, but he made a big hit on Olave, who was having a really good game, and then he was no more after that. I constantly saw aints players limping to the sideline. I don't think Desmond Ridder got sacked today, and shout out to Desmond Ridder. He made a lot of good plays, avoiding pressure, rolling out, still making a nice throw to pick up a first down. I mean, like, a lot of people got involved. Like I was saying, I hope it would happen after the bye. We saw Pitts, you know what I'm saying, make a couple plays. Drake London make a couple big plays. You know, Jefferson, you know what I'm saying, he made that nice little first down catch. And then the second interception Ridder threw, it was just a bad throw. That was all on Ridder. Jefferson maybe could have fought for the ball a little bit better, but that was an interception. That was on Ridder. So we still, you know, I still want him to be a little bit more careful with the ball. Let's see. Okuda plays solid. Caden Ellis plays solid. We shouted out on Yamada. We know about Bates. Richard Grant, he had to play solid. He didn't get toasted this game. I saw him make a pretty good stick, and Jesse Bates gave him a shout out. So that was good. You know, Landman plays solid. AK came up with a big sack. We only had one sack, but it was a big sack. That was good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see everybody flying around. You could tell that we wanted to win this game. It was a good thing to see. Offensive line did pretty good. You know, it was a total team effort, a total team victory, and that's what we are. I mean, we're 5-6, and we're in first place in the division. So obviously our division is down, but I don't care about that. I just want to win the division. You know what I'm saying? So then, as I'm going to work, you know, we come out of half, and it's still a tight game. I think we might just be up by like 2 points. It's like 14-12 or something like that before Ridder threw that touchdown to Bijan. We might have had a field goal in there from Koo. But then I get to work, like, my phone don't got service in there, so I'm like, man, what's going on? I text my son, and it like goes through. He tells me what's going on. co-worker tells me there's like a minute 47 left. And I'm like, oh man, I don't celebrate until it's zeros on the clock, not with this squad. So once I got the word, the game was over, we won it, then I could, feel good about the victory. Anyway, what I got for y'all, man, shout out to everybody I rock with and everybody that rock with me. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to end this video like I end all my videos. Thank God works. And I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night. 1.